Fields in the straightaway. Here they come. And they're off. Our Mountain Man fires out for the lead on the outside. Never Jamie B. Used aggressively early on. She takes command. It's Never Jamie B. Now gliding over to the rail with a 1.5 length lead over Our Mountain Man. Cooper Randolph on the outside, parked in third. CR Tropic Minstrel is fourth. Then a break of 5 to Arndens Pro, racing in fifth. Noblet's Finale. Your trailer is Chive. They battle for position and they race for the quarter. Never Jamie B on top, a length and a quarter over Our Mountain Man. Opening quarter time, 28-2. Fast pace up the backstretch. Never Jamie B by 2. Our Mountain Man is second, 3 lengths back to CR. Tropic Minstrel in third. Now going off stride. Far back there is Arndens Pro. Arndens Pro is off stride. Out of the 3/8, it's Never Jamie B. In control, a length and a quarter. Our Mountain Man is second. 3 lengths back to CR. Tropic Minstrel trotting in third. In fourth, Cooper Randolph. A length, Noblet's Finale. And Chive and far back and still out of it is Arndens Pro. They race by the half, 58-3. Never Jamie B cutting it out on top by 2. Our Mountain Man is right there in second. CR Tropic Minstrel racing in third. Cooper Randolph is fourth. Noblet's Finale on the outside now moves up in fifth. Chive racing in sixth. Arndens Pro has caught the back of the pack, but on top, Never Jamie B now rolls out to a 3-length lead over Our Mountain Man. They come to the corner. It's Never Jamie B by 4. They're in the stretch. Never Jamie B trying to go all the way. Our Mountain Man lurking on the outside. Inside the quarter pole after 3 quarters, 128-3. Never Jamie B now under pressure from Our Mountain Man. Our Mountain Man on the outside. Never Jamie B digs in. Noblet's Finale moves up in third. Cooper Randolph is far back in fourth. Inside the 8th pole, and now Our Mountain Man has Never Jamie B measured. Our Mountain Man takes the lead and now draws off. Never Jamie B racing in second, a late move, Cooper Randolph. Our Mountain Man in front over Cooper Randolph, tight for third between Never Jamie B and Noblet's Finale. The mile, 158-2, the opener at Sportsman's. In the straightaway. Now picking up speed. 16th to the start. Here they come. They're often pacing, getting off to a slow start. Now off stride is rules of the game. And from in between horses, Incredibucks left well. On the far outside, Bongiorno Empire is also there along with N Sweep. It's a battle for the lead. Bongiorno Empire, 3 parts of a length, and Sweep on the outside challenging. Second, Incredibucks away in the pocket third. A length and a half back to Illini Jet racing in fourth. In fifth, Blue Chevy Express. 2 lengths back to Fox Valley Rattler racing in sixth. In seventh, Wishful Sport racing in eighth. Polka Buckshot. In ninth, Mr. Benny's, and far back after the miscue is rules of the game. Opening quarter, 29-2. Plenty of action up top. Now N Sweep will take a run at Bongiorno Empire. And Sweep under urging by Dave Maxwell on the outside. Bongiorno Empire reluctant to give up the lead. Now comes back a length and a half back to Incredibucks racing in third. On the outside, Blue Chevy Express moves up in fourth. Illini Jet saves ground in fifth. 2 lengths back to Fox Valley Rattler racing in sixth. Mr. Benny's is seventh. Poco Buckshot and Wishful Sport, they go by the half, a minute and a fifth. On the outside, it's N Sweep. On the inside, Bongiorno Empire. They're battling for the lead. Bongiorno Empire prevails. N Sweep on the outside. Challenging in second. Incredibucks is right there in third. On the outside, fourth, Blue Chevy Express, but has to do more. Along the rail, it's Illini Jet looking for racing room. They come to the corner. Bongiorno Empire leads a neck. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Bongiorno Empire leads. On the outside, it's M Sweep. And now Incredibucks starts to look for racing room inside the quarter pole. It's still Bongiorno Empire. On the outside, N Sweep going a big mile. And on the inside, Incredibucks needs racing room far outside. Here comes Illini Jet further out. It's Fox Valley Rattler. They come to the 8th pole, and now Fox Valley Rattler takes the lead. Illini Jet is there on the inside. Bongiorno Empire a 16th out. Fox Valley Rattler on a short lead. Illini Jet between horses. Now Illini Jet gets through. Illini Jet getting up for the victory over Fox Valley Rattler. Poco Buckshot may have gotten up for third. The mile, 2:02 straight. They're off. On the far outside, Seal My Lips. Used aggressively early on. Garth in between horses. Now Garth takes the lead. Garth on the outside, on the inside. Moochacanook now comes through. Moochacanook for McGee. Takes the lead a length over Garth. On the outside, the 99 to 1 shot. Seal My Lips is parked in third. Colonel Meacham, another long shot, came away fourth. 2 lengths back to Trail Dust. In fifth, Krista Ann Q, the lone filly. She's moving along in sixth, and now she's off stride. The filly is off stride as they race for the quarter. Moochacanook on top, 30 seconds flat. Moochacanook leads a length. Garth is right there in second. Seal My Lips now drops in behind third. Colonel Meacham, the roan, is racing fourth. In fifth, it's Trail Dust. 3 lengths back to Odominator. Racing in sixth. BJ Pick is seventh. Best Boy Hanover is on the move. And far back after the miscue is Krista Ann Q. They race for the half. Moochacanook leads a tight length. Garth is right there in second. Seal My Lips at 99 to 1, getting a good ground-saving trip in third. Colonel Meacham racing in fourth. Dominator is sent on his way fifth. They go by the half. 102 and 2. Moochacanook pacing comfortably on top, a length over Garth. It's Moochacanook into the far turn for McGee. Garth is right there, sitting on his back in second. Dominator moves up a pace in third. Best Boy Hanover is with cover in fourth. Seal My Lips saves ground in fifth. Then to the inside, the roan. Colonel Meacham, they come to the corner with Moochacanook on top. Garth is right there in second. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Moochacanook leads a length, but Garth now lurking on the outside. Inside the quarter pole, Moochacanook is under a drive. McGee tries to keep them together, and now he responds. Moochacanook draws away by 2. Garth, the favorite, has to dig down in second. They're coming to the 8th pole, and Moochacanook under a stronghold to Dave McGee, pacing comfortably. Garth another move in second. From far back, it's Dominator and Seal My Lips. Down the stretch they race. Moochacanook, an easy winner for McGee over Garth. Seal My Lips, a long shot, 99 to 1 third, 201 and 1. Race rundown: 187 294 scratch 6 53. Field curves around the turn. Now they're in the straightaway. Now they're all in line. Here they come. And away they go with Sulin K-Ann showing the early speed in between horses now. Ouchit's Angel will move right with her. Sulin K-Ann sent to the top. She opens up a length and a quarter over Ouchit's Angel. Major Kyra came away third for Anderson. Miss Carbon Copy is fourth, about 4 lengths off the top, then a break of 4 to Tell Me on the outside fifth. Now Tell Me will tuck in fifth. Racing in sixth around the turn, Flame and Hope. In seventh, it's Some Sweet Day, and your trailer is HS Truly Scrumptious. They go by the quarter, 29 and 3. Sulin K-Ann is the leader, but now Anderson sends Major Kyra. Major Kyra quickly up to challenge, and now take the lead. They pace into the 3/8. Major Kyra hard-pressed to take the lead. Now glides over a length and a quarter. Sulin K-Ann will take the pocket trip in second. 2 lengths back to Ouchit's Rangel in third. Miss Carbon Copy pacing with the leaders in fourth. Tell Me is 3 lengths back in fifth. Flame and Hope is on the move. And then it's Some Sweet Day and HS Truly Scrumptious. They race by the half, a minute 4/5. It's Major Kyra in control a length on the inside. Sulin K-Ann on the outside. Miss Carbon Copy now pulls up with Major Kyra. Around the far turn, Major Kyra on the inside leads ahead. On the outside, Miss Carbon Copy now puts a neck in front. Sulin K-Ann along the inside third. Flame and Hope moves up fourth. Top of the stretch on the outside, it's Miss Carbon Copy. Now Miss Carbon Copy takes the lead. They're in the stretch. Miss Carbon Copy on a short lead. Major Kyra now finds something more. She's coming back along the rail. Flame and Hope on the outside third. The far outside, here comes HS Truly Scrumptious. She's on the move and along the rail. Here comes Sulin K-Ann, an eighth of a mile out. Major Kyra, Miss Carbon Copy, Flame and Hope, and on the outside, HS Truly Scrumptious. Now a 16th, Miss Carbon Copy. Here comes Flame and Hope. Further out on the grandstand side, HS Truly Scrumptious in between horses. It may have been Flame and Hope. A very tight finish for the win. 3 horses at the wire can go at. Top of the stretch, picking up speed. Here they come. They're off. Lake Hills Alexis fires out quickly for the lead. So does Carolina Kitty. It's Carolina Kitty on the outside. Lake Hills Alexis in between horses, and on the inside it's Chrissy's SM. They race into the first turn, and now Carolina Kitty will take the lead a length over Lake Hills Alexis in second, a length back to Chrissy's SM racing third. Redwood came away fourth, another two back to Tenderhearted racing in fifth. Land's End is sixth. Miss Fussy Smith racing in seventh. Reserved early on is Quaker Shaker, and your trailer is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. They go by the quarter, 28-2, and now attacking from the pocket. Laverne Hostetler sends Lake Hills Alexis up to challenge and now take the lead. Lake Hills Alexis, your new leader into the 3/8, a length and a quarter. Carolina Kitty will gladly yield in second. Chrissy's SM 3 lengths off the top in third. Then comes Redwood in fourth. Tenderhearted saves ground fifth. And on the outside, Quaker Shaker first up in sixth. Now moving up fifth. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is right on her heels. They go by the half, 59-2. Your leader, Lake Hills Alexis. A length, Carolina Kitty on the outside second. Here comes Quaker Shaker. She moves up a patient third, but a steady third. On the outside, getting the second over trip is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Also on the move from far back is Miss Fussy Smith. They come to the top of the stretch, and now on the outside, Quaker Shaker quickly up to challenge and now take the lead. They're in the stretch. Quaker Shaker leads. Lake Hills Alexis looks for something more in second on the outside. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is poised and ready to strike in third. 3/16 to come. It's Quaker Shaker on a short lead. Lake Hills Alexis, she's not finished. She's coming back. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is there. Here comes Miss Fussy Smith. And from far back, Land's End has got the momentum working for her. And now Miss Fussy Smith with a 16th to go takes the lead. Land's End on the outside. Miss Fussy Smith drawing off for the victory. Land's End second. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo grabs the show spot, the mile, 158-1. Fields at the top of the stretch. Moving up for a start. Here they come. They're off. In between horses, Red Hot Express left well. On the inside, the gray filly Lady Dar. She also shows speed. And far back on a break early on is Glitter Gal. They race for position, and now Red Hot Express takes the lead by 2 over Lady Dar in second. A length and a half back to Kingston's Flirt in third. Another 2 back to Jingle Jangle, racing in fourth. A break of about 5 to Sulin Sassy, racing in fifth. And 6, Holly's Discovery. Harmony Oaks Luann is reserved early on seventh, 2 lengths back to Anxious D. And then comes Our Last Kiss, and now Glitter Gal has reach the field. They go by the opening quarter, 28-4. Red Hot Express rolling along with a 2-length lead over Lady Dar. It's Red Hot Express, your leader, a length and a quarter. Lady Dar racing in second. A length and a half back to Kingston's Flirt in third. 2 lengths back to Jingle Jangle racing in fourth. 4 lengths back to Sulin Sassy. Harmony Oaks Luann. She's yet to make her bid. She's racing in sixth. They go by the half, 59 seconds flat. Red Hot Express in control. Lady Dar right there in second. Kingston's Flirt third. And now Jacob sends Harmony Oaks Luann's after the leaders. She moves up first up, and now she flushes Lady Dar from the pocket. Red Hot Express, 3/8 to go, leads a length. Lady Dar on the outside. Along the rail, Kingston's Flirt comes through. Harmony Oaks Luann and Holly's Discovery. They come to the corner with Red Hot Express on top by 2. They're in the stretch. Red Hot Express, your leader. Lady Dar on the outside second. Kingston's Flirt racing in third. Harmony Oaks Luann, she comes on fourth. Now third. 3/16 to come. Red Hot Express is under a drive. Lady Dar going a big heat in between horses. Harmony Oaks Luann, and on the far outside, here's Our Last Kiss. The gray filly now takes the lead. Lady Dar, Our Last Kiss. Harmony Oaks Luann is still there. Lady Dar reaches first. Close for second between Harmony Oaks Luann and Our Last Kiss. 1. Here they come. They're off on the far outside. Backlash left well in between them. Is Solid Chevy on the inside. Herman Frisco. Solid Chevy on a short lead. Here's Backlash. Backlash now takes command. Solid Chevy yields in second. Herman Frisco away third. Broadway Extinguish on the rim in fourth. Racing in fifth along the inside is Major Trip. Then comes Silky Skipper. They race for the quarter. It's Backlash by 2 lengths over Solid Chevy second. In third on the inside, Herman Frisco. Broadway Extinguish on the outside, parked in fourth. Opening quarter, 28-4. Backlash in control, but now Broadway Extinguish wide for most of the opening eighth, now takes the lead as they race into the 3/8. Broadway Extinguish, the roan horse, takes the lead a length. Backlash is back to second. Solid Chevy racing in third. On the outside, Major Trip, the first to pull in fourth. Moving up on the outside behind him, Silky Skipper. Along the rail, Herman Frisco. Also on the move is Reggie Wright. And on the move behind him is Big Time Lucky. They go by the half, 59-2. They race into the upper turn. And your leader is Broadway Extinguish, a length and a quarter. On the outside, Major Trip racing in second. Along the rail, Backlash in third. From far back, here comes Reggie Wright. Also moving up, Big Time Lucky. Along the inside, Solid Chevy needs room. Around the turn, Broadway Extinguish, first-time starter, now opens up the lead by 2. They're in the stretch. It's Broadway Extinguish by 2 1/4 over Backlash. Inside the quarter pole, 3/4, 131. Broadway Extinguish trying to steal this one. Leads by 3 from far back. Here comes Big Time Lucky. An eighth of a mile out. Broadway Extinguish, your leader a length, but here comes Big Time Lucky. He stalks him in second, lurking boldly on the outside. A 16th to come. Broadway Extinguish digs in. Stoller urging him on, but Big Time Lucky too good. Well measured by Anderson. Just gets up to Nick. Broadway Extinguish close for third. The mile, 1:58-3. Field now in the straightaway. They're all in line. Here they come. They're off on the far outside. Clown Lyric left well in between horses. Ham Alive is there. And on the inside, it's Mudge's Molly. Mudge's Molly now to the top by 2 over Ham Alive. Surefoot Shear is away third. It's a Saluki, my dear, racing fourth. Castanace is fifth. Nice and Devilish racing in sixth. The gap of 2 to Ocean Gigs, reserved early on in seventh. Poco Crossroad racing in eighth. And your trailer is Clown Lyric. They race around the turn and head for the quarter. Mudge's Molly on top by 2. Opening quarter, 28-1. Maxwell has Mudge's Molly on top by 2 1/4. Racing behind in second is Hey I'm Alive. Surefoot Shear about 3 lengths off the top in third. It's a Saluki, my dear. Racing in fourth, it's Castanace in fifth. Nice and Devilish saves ground in sixth. On the move is Ocean Gig. She's second over. And on the move from last is Poco Crossroad, and shuffled back is Clown Lyric. Mudge's Molly still in control as they race for the half. It's Mudge's Molly, a tight length, 59-4. Mudge's Molly leads a length over Ham Alive in second. On the outside, or moving up in third, is Castanace. Along the rail in fourth, Surefoot Shear saves ground. Ocean Gigs is second over with cover in fifth. It's a Saluki, my dear, saves ground in sixth. Clown Lyric racing in seventh. Poco Crossroad and Nice and Devilish is shuffled back to last. They turn for home. Mudge's Molly is your leader. Now they're in the stretch. Mudge's Molly on a short lead. Castanace on the outside challenging second. Surefoot Shear, she maneuvers out third. Along the inside racing in fourth. Down the stretch they race. Castanace now takes the lead. Ham Alive now into the action. They come to the eighth pole. It's Castanace for Joel Smith on the outside. Here comes Hey I'm Alive. Now Hey I'm Alive draws off. Hey I'm Alive opening up the lead with every stride. Castanace second, and Ocean Gigs up to grab the show spot in 1:58-2. Here is your eighth race rundown. We had a dead heat for fourth, and the rundown reads as follows. Fields at the top of the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. They're off. Mr. Sweetness, the first to show speed in between horses. Pinsky sends Masterline after the top, and along the rail, LB Monster also came away well. It's a three-horse battle for the lead with Masterline in between horses, but now Mr. Sweetness now pulls up even. Mr. Sweetness puts ahead in front. Masterline racing in second. LB Monster is third. They race for the quarter. Mr. Sweetness, your new leader a length. Masterline is second. LB Monster racing in third. See the Heat is quickly on the move. 28-1 the opening quarter. Morgan has Mr. Sweetness on top by 2. Masterline is right there in second. Here comes See the Heat. Heitman sends See the Heat after the leader, and he's in a hurry. See the Heat now engages. Mr. Sweetness for the lead. Hard pressed and now takes the lead. 3 parts of a length. Now a clear length. Mr. Sweetness yields in second on the outside. Here comes Lumpy Limestone. He's first over and on the attack. Lumpy Limestone at the half puts ahead in front 58-3. Lumpy Limestone 3 parts of a length. Now a clear length. See the Heat. Racing in second. Mr. Sweetness is third. Moving out to the outside is Masterline in fourth. LB Monster saves ground in fifth. Final Explosion moves up, and along the inside, Gary's Merger. Town Hoss still has about 10 lengths to make up. They come to the corner, and Lumpy Limestone opens up a 2-length lead. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Lumpy Limestone leads by 2. See the Heat racing in second. On the outside, moving up third is Masterline. Inside the quarter pole, Lumpy Limestone now kicks into gear, leads by 3. Masterline racing in second. Town Hoss now gathering up momentum, and here he comes. Inside the 8th pole, Lumpy Limestone digs in. Here comes Town Hoss on the outside flying. Lumpy Limestone, Gregory asks for a little bit more, and he'll get it. Lumpy Limestone holds on. A fast closing Town Hoss. Masterline finished third, 156 and top of the stretch. About a 16th away from the start. Here they come. They're off. In between horses, Silent Sabbath left well. On the far outside, Charlie Chaplin now also leaving for position. And along the rail, it's Precious Asset. Silent Sabbath now takes the lead a length and a quarter over Precious Asset second. On the outside, Charlie Chaplin is racing in third. Elmhurst Amabel along the inside, racing in fourth. Now racing a bit wide is Charlie Chaplin. Now off stride, Charlie Chaplin. They race for the quarter. Silent Sabbath, a long shot, leads a length and a quarter. Precious Asset is second. Elmhurst Amabel racing third. Opening quarter, 29-4. Silent Sabbath, 26-1, leads a length, and now here comes Yankee Threshold. McGee wasting no time, sends Yankee Threshold after the leader, and now Yankee Threshold takes the lead. Silent Sabbath is back to second, Precious Asset third. Elmhurst Amabel racing in fourth. Giggle Girl, she's underway in fifth, a length back to Spinning Glow after a slow start. Along the inside, racing in seventh, is Presumptuous. They race for the half. Yankee Threshold on top a length of 102-2. Yankee Threshold leads a length. Silent Sabbath racing in second. On the outside, Giggle Girl is first up in third. Along the rail, saving ground is Precious Asset. Spinning Glow following live cover in fifth. Now moving up fourth. Shuffling back, Elmhurst Amabel. Also on the move, Presumptuous. And far back to Ali Sheba. They come to the top of the stretch. And Dave McGee and Yankee Threshold, they lead by 3. Now they're in the stretch. It's Yankee Threshold, your leader. 3/4, 133-1. Yankee Threshold under a drive. Leads by 2. Silent Sabbath going a big heat in second. On the far far outside, Giggle Girl moves up third, Spinning Glow racing in fourth. We have yet to hear from Precious Asset, but here she comes. Down the stretch they race. It's Yankee Threshold under a drive. Here comes Giggle Girl. Yankee Threshold digs in. McGee urging her on, but on the outside, Giggle Girl may have gotten up very tight for the victory between Giggle Girl and Yankee Threshold. Can go either way. The mile, 2 minutes. Let's take this time to go over fields in the stretch. Here they come. And away they go on the outside. Noteworthy Wolf used aggressively for the lead in between horses. Black Baron also left well. Noteworthy Wolf on the outside, Black Baron on the inside. Their strides apart for the lead. They race into the first turn. On the outside, Noteworthy Wolf leads a length. Black Baron yields in second. Fleur de Mal came away third. Steady Stewart pacing in fourth. Broadway Clamor the favorite. Away in fifth. Nice and Feisty racing in sixth. Commander Crow is seventh. Diddley racing in eighth. Your trailers Fantasy Life. They go by the quarter 28 and 3. They race up the backstretch. Noteworthy Wolf in tight rein to Ken Holiday. They lead by 2 over Black Baron in second. Fleur de Mal is with the leaders in third. On the outside, there goes Broadway Clamor fourth, now third. Shuffling back, Steady Stewart in the process. Nice and Feisty is also on the move. Commander Crow into the flow, third over. Diddley is on the move and driving from last. Fantasy Life. Now they battle for the lead as they race by the half. And now on the outside, Broadway Clamor takes the lead. They go by the half, 58 and 4. Broadway Clamor leads a length. Noteworthy Wolf racing second on the outside. Nice and Feisty now, first up and third. Along the rail, Black Baron racing in fourth. On the outside, second over with cover. Poised and ready to strike is Commander Crow. Also on the move is Fleur de Mal. They come to the top of the stretch. Broadway Clamor is your leader. Now they're in the stretch. Broadway Clamor leads a length. On the inside, Noteworthy Wolf racing second. Nice and Feisty in third. On the far outside, here comes Commander Crow inside the quarter pole. Broadway Clamor is under a drive. Commander Crow racing alongside. Noteworthy Wolf coming back in between horses. Fleur de Mal is out there fourth. Nice and Feisty is fifth. 16th to come. It's come down to Broadway Clamor on the outside. Commander Crow, Broadway Clamor holding on for McGee over Commander Crow. Noteworthy Wolf was third. Time for the mile, 1:57 flat.